Hey everybody, so my name is Ashley Kimball. For those of you who don't know, I've been a realtor here in Atlanta for 5 years, a full-time realtor at that, and I recently made a switch to eXp. So before I get into why and how and all that, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me and where my business is now and just what ultimately led to the switch, right? So prior to getting into real estate, I was an ICU nurse within the Wellstar and Emory health systems, and I literally just would float around to different ICUs helping out where needed, and I absolutely loved that job. I loved the high intensity of it, the high pressure. I loved the fact that I got to use my brain on a high level every day. I loved that when we had patients come in who were almost, we could bring them back to life, for lack of better words, right? And so that was really cool, and patient advocacy and the education aspect of it. Absolutely in love with nursing still to this day. But about 3 years into nursing, I had the opportunity to purchase my first home. And my mom was actually my realtor at the time, and she's still a realtor, but she helped me buy my very first house, and I love her for it because I've been on this whole whirlwind journey ever since the day I closed on my condo and began doing everything. So let me tell you, when I bought my first house, I did a renovation loan. I was able to roll the whole renovation into the cost of the 30-year mortgage, right? And I remember I moved in. It took about a month to do the renovation, maybe a little bit longer. I don't remember that part. But I moved in, and I remember a few weeks after I moved in, my mom calls me up and she says, "Hey baby, did you know that if you sold your house today, you would make thousands and thousands of dollars?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, probably at least $30,000. So I'm like, "Coming in? What? Ain't no way that I'm moving because I put my love, sweat, and tears into this condo, and I love it, and I still have it today, by the way. It is now a rental property. But anyways, I'm not selling that thing. I probably will never sell that thing, so don't ask me." But what it did was just like a light bulb went off in my head, or like a flame or something. So I'm like, I want to do it again. So I'm at work, nursing at the hospital, and it's just I can't stop thinking about real estate. I want to do what I just did at my house, but this time I want to sell it. So I called my mom up and I asked her to help me find an investment property, I guess is what you would call it, right? So I have her help me find this house. She finds a house for $50,000. We go look at it. I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is good. Houses in the area are selling for a ton of money. Let's renovate it." But then something came into my mind, and it was the fact that I did not have enough money to buy the property and then also renovate it. So I beg her to go half with me on the project, and reluctantly she says yes. But let me tell y'all, after all the things that could go wrong, meaning we had a contractor that we overpaid by $30,000 that walked off the job. Well, he had to get fired after we gave him that $30,000 that he did not do the work for. And then having to source out the project, and we found a fire in the attic. All the things went wrong, right? But on closing day, we made $36,000 a piece each. And so I did some really quick math. That's $72,000 together. My nursing salary is $80,000 total. So I'm like, this took us a few months, and it was fun, even though we had all these problems with contractors. But yeah, so I'm like, so it's possible to make almost my whole salary, my yearly salary, in a few months while having fun. And flipping a house is not like a full-time job by any means. It's, running back and forth to the store, checking out contractors, making sure your project's going good. Voila, done. Go close, you're done, right? So get that flip out of the way, and I am back at the nursing desk, and I just cannot stop thinking about real estate. So I decide I'm going to keep nursing, but I'm going to start flipping houses, and I want to get my real estate license. So at the time, I did not realize that when you got your real estate license, you don't just go out and start doing stuff, but you have to sign up with a brokerage. So I started reaching out to some people, and my dad connected me with my now mentor, who actually happened to know me from when I was little. His name is Andrew Doyley, and he's still my mentor to this day. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate you. And so from there, the first time I met him, well, not met him, but like met him as an adult, like as a real estate agent, he was like, Ashley, do me a favor. I know you want to invest. I know that's why you got your license, and I know that's why you're here, because you want to learn more about investing. But do me a favor and just try to sell traditional real estate. That can pay your bills, and then you can do investing on the side, and that can fund your retirement. So I'm like, well, I really just wanted to invest, but I'll try it. So I go my first 6 months, and I don't sell a house, not even one. I think he felt really bad for me because after that, I decided to quit my nursing job, right? so okay, let me give this girl, let me throw her a bone. So he sends me a client. That was my first client. And my first year as a full-time real estate agent, I sold 36 houses, right? That was pretty cool for me. So now where I'm at is that I've been a realtor for 5 years. I'm consistently selling properties, or selling about 35 to 45 properties per year. And that's just how it's going. And that's not bad or anything, but I want to grow. You know, I'm ready to expand out of my shell. So a little bit prior to March 2022, well, March 2022 is when I made the switch to eXp, but I was at Compass prior to that. And I just decided that I wanted to start a team. I wanted to expand. I wanted to grow. So where do I go? I go to my better half, James Fuller. This is what he does. He helps grow businesses, and also he happens to help agents figure out where they should be, where they should bring their team, where is the best place for them to go. So of course, we pull out the Excel spreadsheet and we get to writing numbers. Immediately we find out that Compass is not the place for me to grow a team, because I was on Andrew's team at Compass. So in order for me to be my own principal at Compass, it was going to be a lot. My splits were going to be a lot, because I'm not like, you know, this huge big dog. Not yet, right? But it just didn't make sense for me to stay, right? So we start looking at all the brokerages, and two stood out to us. It was eXp and another one I'm not going to name. And actually, I'm going to mention a third one just because they offered me some money. So Caldwell Banker offered me $40,000, and I was like, no, don't need it. I'll tell y'all why. Wasn't even interested. Did not pique my interest at all. And I decided to go with eXp. And I feel like I am home. I know it in my heart. So let me tell you why I made the switch and how it's been for me so far. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it came down to 5 things, right? 5 major factors why we went with eXp, right? So the first one was money. Okay, came down to these 2 with the best monies as far as money's out. Okay, for eXp they have $85 monthly office fee, or like, not office fee because we don't have like a physical office, but like an $85 brokerage fee, right, per month. Then we pay $40 per transaction towards our E&O insurance, which is capped at a certain point. And what else? I believe like a $40 broker fee per transaction. But yes, nominal fees. I have a cap of $16,000, and I'll tell you something very unique about the cap in just a minute. But yeah, it just made sense. And anybody on my team is going to have an $8,000 cap, which is a perk for them on that front. So yeah, that's number 1. The money, it just makes sense. Like, it really just makes sense. And also with eXp, you can be licensed in different states and pay that same $85, okay, per month. So mind blowing, because I plan to expand. I don't know about y'all, but I do plan to expand into different states at some point in my career. So that's number 1. Okay, number 2. The number 2 reason why I switched to eXp was to build a team. It was a great place to just start a team, a baby team, a big team, bring a team, whatever. Is a good place to have a team. They have a few different structures that you can pick from to set up your team, but it just makes sense. And also with I have a $16,000 cap on my team. I have what's called a standard team at eXp. I have a $16,000 cap, but everybody on my team has an $8,000 cap, which is really cool. Love it. ready to flourish. I feel like I'm in place. Also, for my team and their growth, there's tons of training. I happen to be signed up with a sponsor that also offers a ton of training. So we're just like immersed in training over here. We're learning everything at eXp, right? Okay. So on to number 3. Okay, so number 3 is equity, and we're gonna piggyback off of the cap. Okay, so at eXp, you have the opportunity to earn back your cap in eXp equity. So that's $16,000. I told you guys that I plan to pay into eXp towards my cap. I plan to get that back, okay? So what you have to do is pay your $16,000 cap, and then you have to do what turns out to be about 20 transactions after that. And there's a few other things that you have to do to earn it back, but that's the gist of it. And based on my history, just by bringing my business over to eXp, I'm most likely going to be what's called an icon agent and earn my cap back in eXp equity. So isn't that cool? Have y'all ever been to a brokerage where they give you equity or give you back your cap in any way, shape, or form? I know I've never even heard of it until I got the eXp. Also, I got my first $200 in equity just for closing my first deal, which I'll get that every year that I'm at eXp. And then I'll also get eXp equity every time anybody who partners with me at eXp closes their first deal every year. So that is super duper cool. And also you can take a portion of each commission check out and put it towards eXp equity that they give you at a discount. So yes, we got all the equities here at eXp and I like it. Okay, so that was number 3. Okay, so number 4. Four for me is the mentorship program. So for those of you who know me from Instagram or have reached out for me or reached out to me before, y'all know I'm here to help y'all. I don't mind picking up the phone and answering questions that you guys have about getting started in real estate, or if you're already in real estate, giving you some advice on what to do. I don't even care if it's a specific transaction. You can call me about it. If I have the time or the capacity to do it, I will help you. Y'all know that. But let me tell you about eXp and their mentorship program. So first thing is that they require you, if you haven't done a certain amount of deals, when you first get to eXp, they require that you partner up with a mentor and they'll walk you through your first 3 deals. But what I find so exciting about that is that I could get paid to do what I already do all the time. But it could be like official, right? So that was number 4 for me. Big thing because I love to teach. It's close to my heart. And who wouldn't want to get paid to do something that they do for free already, right? Okay, on to the last thing. Number 5, my 5th major reason for switching to eXp is called Revshare. So, Revshare goes up 7 levels, down 7 levels, and basically eXp, for all the money that everybody pays into the cap, they share a portion of that every single year, every single time, with agents who are in those 7 levels down partnering with you, right? So when I had a call with my sponsor is Gogo Becky. She is amazing, absolutely amazing. But on our very first call, and right after that, I was like, where do I sign? She takes her phone, she goes like this. She's like, yeah, I have a little bit under 200 agents and I'm making about $50,000 a month. She goes like this. She shows me the number and I'm like flabbergasted, right? Because let me share a secret with you guys. 50,000 is my, that's the number. That's our number. That's the number of passive income that we need. So for me, click. I'm like, this is icing on the cake. On top of the money, on top of it being a great place for my team, on top of the equity that we get back, on top of the mentorship program and all the trainings available everywhere, oh my gosh, all the time, 24/7, they have something called Revshare, okay? And everybody that I partner with, I'm able to help in the real estate business. And everybody who, I've partnered with Gogo as my sponsor, but every 7 levels up, her 7 partners, they help too. So we've got calls, courses, classes. There's an agent attraction class. There's a social media class. A little fun fact about my sponsor, she moved to America. She left all of her friends, all of her family, and came here to start something for herself, but she didn't know anybody. And she kills it in real estate, y'all. And it's just by real estate. And she used Instagram to meet people, and she shows you guys how. And she provides her course, which she charges to some people, but for everybody who partners with us, we have that. We have access to that for free. So that is the gist of why I came to eXp, and I want to thank you guys for watching all the videos, and hopefully you watched them, because when I get on that call with you, I'm gonna ask you, did you watch them? Okay, so watch them all, and thank you if you've already watched them all. I am so excited to be able to talk to you soon. I can't wait to meet you, answer any questions that you have, and hopefully you'll want to partner with us in one way or another. But if not, still, let's talk. Okay? So, bye, y'all. Schedule the call. There's going to be some links below, okay? So just keep reading down, and you'll know what to do. You'll figure it out. If not, send me a DM, email, something like that. We'll figure it out. Okay, so y'all, bye.